There's still a couple minutes, so feel free to do all your exercises if you like. We'll actually start in child's pose if you want to be in child's pose for a couple minutes. Happy Sunday, everyone. For those joining us online, just come into child's pose. Welcome to your Hatha class. Starting in child's pose with your hips nice and close-ish to your heel, forehead relaxed, arm relaxed. And keep everything simple in a way where it's your first day at school. You don't know what's coming. You don't know what to expect, but your ears are perked open, your eyes are wide, ready to take in all the information. Fresh mind, clear mind. So start there. A good way is to take those 3 big rounds of breaths. So inhale fully through the nose. Open mouth, maybe sigh it out. Inhale deep through the nose. Start to hear it, right? Perk your ears up to the sound of your breath as you sigh. Nice. Inhale through the nose. Watch your breath internally. So maybe not with your eyes open, but watching internally as you feel it move. And really engage into that breath. In and out through the nose now, Ujjayi breath. So you can make that breath as loud as you need to keep your attention perked up to the now, to the present moment. Wonderful. And then go ahead and walk your hands to the right. Take a pillow with your right hand if you need. Left arm reaches as if it's reaching to the top right corner of your mat or even further. So hands to the right side of your mat. Nice big breath here. And then go ahead to the other side. So walk your hands to the other side of your mat. The right arm stretches away, the opposite arm as a pillow. Let your head be heavy, hips still heavy. You got it. One big breath here. Walk your hands to the center. Maybe this time your arms reaches further away. Maybe you come onto the tips of your fingers, creating a nice doming effect, forehead to the floor. Come up onto your hands and your knees. Tabletop, shoulders over top of the wrist. Take a nice inhale to your cow. Spin your fingers outwards as you come into your cow. Even though your belly is dropping, you're still engaging in the belly. Imagine you're trying to spread your back cheeks. And then exhale, round, tuck tail, tuck chin, cat, pause. A breath or two here. Really feel that flexion in the spine. And then rhythm with breath. So inhale, cow, tailbone up, chest forward. Exhale, cat, round, shoulders, tuck tail, tuck chin. Nice. And then keep going. Maybe close your eyes. Engage in all the sensation that your body is feeling here. And not just in the spine, but also in your fingertips, your forearm, your shoulders, your bicep, maybe even the back of the toes are feeling that engagement into your cat-cow. You got it. Take a neutral spine, so hug your ribs in, belly button towards the spine, downward facing dog, nice and high. You got it. Pedal your feet, so bend one leg, bend the other. Maybe pause on one leg just to feel that nice opening. Maybe bop your head up and down. The aim is a long spine rather than a long hamstring right now. Just find as much spaciousness as you can in each breath by pressing the floor down and away while equally spinning your fingers outwards. So your fingers don't look like they're moving, but you're actively spinning them out. You got it. One breath. Inhale, lift your heels. Drop your heels to the right, so all 10 toes point to the left. Up towards the sky, especially that left hip. Stretching on the left side body here. You got to bend the knee generously, but lift the hips up. Yeah, so you don't have to strain your legs, right? Just encourage the pressing down into your hands. You got to come back to center. Maybe press your heels further down to the floor. Exhale, but again, knees can stay bent. You got it. Ripple forward to your plank, shoulders over top of the wrist. And pause here. Find that nice fire in your belly as you lengthen the back of your neck and the back of your legs. So press the thighs up as much as you take the tailbone down. Take one more breath here. Nice. Come down onto the knees. Keep your toes tucked, lifting hard, but just reach your bum back. Keep your palms where they are. So it's more of a lengthening in the side body. Your bum might touch the heel. It may not. It might be still lifted to the side, and that's okay. Take one breath here. Exhale. Inhale, come back to your tabletop. So your feet and hands are exactly where they had them. Downward facing dog, hips high. If you need to adjust, always welcome to. You can inhale, lift your heels. Drop your heels to the left, point your toes to the right. Yeah. Generously bend your knees, lift your right hip up. So press down firmly in your left and your right hand. So you get that nice lengthening in the side of the body. Yeah, so it's like you're doing down dog a little bit more to the left. One big breath. Stay for the come back to the center inhale. Maybe heels get a little bit closer down dog. You got it. Ripple forward to your plank again. Shoulders over top of the wrists. We're just getting warmed up. Take an inhale, lengthen the back of the neck. Maybe the crown of the head reaches forward. And then just drop the knees. Take your bum back. Keep your hands where they are. Maybe come onto the tips of your fingers and just let your chest drop. Body here, nice broad shoulders. So open up into the neck. Knees come up onto your hands and your knees again. Down. Or go ahead and interlace your fingers behind you. Interlace your knuckles and glide it up your spine. So as high up as your shoulders allow. And then from there, you either stay, if that's good for you, or from that space, go ahead and lift your knuckles up towards the ceiling. Nice opening in your shoulders. You can bop your head up and down if you like. Bop your arm. One breath. Nice. Drop your arms. Pull your core in. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. No rush. Roll your shoulder blades back a few times. And then forward. Beautiful. And then sweep your arms high. Inhale. Nice. So we fired into our arms and those down dogs, shifting to one side and the other. Now fire into our legs. Prepare for all those standing poses, those lunges. And coming back to not knowing this pose. This is a whole new pose today. It wasn't the same as your last practice. Your body's different when you woke up this morning compared to yesterday. So this is your new textbook, right? You're learning from. Now you're welcome to stay here, or you're welcome to lift your heels off the ground. Now we're challenging that studying, that focus. Steady gaze in one spot. You got it. Continue to listen to the breath here. One more inhale. Stay for the breath out. Nice. Inhale, rise. Maybe keep your head lifted. Rise on up. You got it. Eagle on the right. So right arm underneath your left. Drop your heels if you haven't already. Bend your knees. Right leg over top of left. And any variation of eagle, you could have your legs completely closed, or you could take your right ankle onto your side. If you can't hook your elbows, just hold your shoulders. Plenty good. Keep your neck long. And even though your right leg is coming over the left, right hip back at the same time. And then squeeze your thighs in together, especially if you've got it completely locked. Maybe that right toe reaches back. Yeah. Check in with your breath one more time. Take a stork pose, right knee to chest, arms high. Just pause, really pull that thigh into the belly. An opportunity to really engage here. There's a compression in your hips, a lengthening in the back. Beautiful. Nice inhale, maybe reach a little bit higher. Eagle on the other side. Plant your right foot with purpose so you don't have to adjust. Left arm underneath right. Nice. Bend your knees, sit into that invisible chair behind you. Without trying to twist your hips to the right, take your left leg up and over. All right, so those two variations, left leg closed with no gap between the thighs. Your left leg is trying to reach, or your left foot's trying to reach behind the ankle. Ish, or just point it back to that direction, and eventually one day, maybe it hooks. Nice. And if you don't have your elbows hooked, hold your shoulders. And then study these little movements that you're creating in your body, and just be amazed. How amazing is it that your body can communicate that quickly to keep you balanced? Nice. Stork pose. Inhale, left knee to chest, arms high, pause. Play with your left toe. You could either flex or point, and that might encourage you to engage a little bit more, right? All those little subtle differences all our bodies will do compared to our neighbors. Nice big breath. Lengthen. And then forward fold, plant your foot with purpose. Fold in half. You got it. Take a halfway lift. Inhale. Step back, right leg. Warrior one. So drop your right heel down and then sweep your arm high. You got it. Bite down into the edge of your right foot, but encourage your core to pull your right hip forward. And find whatever works for your arms. Get nice space in your shoulders. So maybe your arms are wide, maybe your palms are together, maybe your arms are cactus. But encourage that nice lift in the chest. A nice expression, right? When you come to the pose, you get all these details, and then you express the pose the way you want. You got it. Take an inhale here. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Take a nice puffy chest in with the core edge. Humble warrior exhale. Left rib glides to your left side. You got it. See if you could take your left bum cheek, your left bum, reach it towards your right heel. So in that direction, keeping your left sit bone under. If it works for you, take your arms up and high if you like, or keep it low in your lower back. Keep it. Yeah. Beautiful. Just come up halfway. So press your knuckles back towards your heel, like a runner's lunge, but chest lengthen. Maybe puff up the chest, but not puff up the ribs. Neck is long. And then forward fold from here. So plant your hands, right foot forward. Exhale. Let's rise up. Inhale, big breath. Forward fold, empty, exhale. Halfway lift. Left foot back. Warrior one. So place your feet on railroad tracks. And the railroad tracks width is based on your hip. Yeah. You could even go a little bit wider if you like. You got it. So encouraging your hips to continue to face forward. Encouraging your right knee to lunge on forward. Encouraging that space in your neck. So even though your shoulders are riding upwards, there's kind of this spaciousness. So it's like your shoulder blades are pulling out and up. And then expression. Right. Take an inhale here. Interlace your fingers behind you. Take a breath in. Find space. Find length. Keep that as you fold. So as you fold, you're not collapsing. Your hips still feel spacious. You still feel lifted, even though you're falling forward, even though you're bowing forward. There's still a lifting sensation that your joints are keeping intact. Let your head heavy. You got it. Knuckles can go to your hips or up towards the ceiling. Last breath. And then just come on up halfway. Take a couple breaths here. Maybe puff up the chest more, but pressing down into your heels so the belly pulls away from the side. And you feel this length in the back. You got it. Your next exhale, lower your hands down to the floor. Step your left foot forward to fold. Rise on top. Inhale. And then forward fold again. Exhale. Halfway lift. Step your right foot back. Warrior two. So open your chest to the right, but everything still tries to stay to the left. If that makes sense. And if your shoulders are feeling it, starting to creep up towards the ear, just flip your palms up. Encourage that length in the neck. A little bit more stable in the shoulders as well. Imagine that left leg is trying to press against the left side. There's an invisible wall on the left side of your left leg, outside of your left leg, and then press that side back. Nice. Take a nice big breath here. Maybe go a little deeper. You got it. Reach on forward. And then exhale, straighten your legs as you continue to reach Trikonasana. Left hand to shin, right arm up towards the sky. So you feel like your chest is collapsing. It doesn't feel this expression of opening towards the ceiling. Maybe come up a little higher. Maybe hands up a little bit higher on your shin. Nice. Not collapsing in your left hip, encouraging that left sit bone, same concept, to reach to the back of your heel, the back of your right heel. Awesome. Is engaged. So lift and slide that left kneecap up. Yeah. Press down into your feet. Your next inhale, slowly rise on up. Nice. Bend your knees, step your right foot forward. Forward fold, we stay. So grab your toes or your ankles, or tuck each hand underneath each foot, your choice. As you press down into the heels, press your thighs back and pull the belly in. So instead of using just completely your hands as leverage to go deeper, use strength, your mind's capability to understand that strength. Nice. Let go whatever you're holding on to. Take a halfway lift, inhale. Left foot back, warrior two. Okay. So yoga, your practice, is an opportunity to study yourself, also known as vadhyaya, self-study. The more you know you, your body, your emotions, your thoughts, the more you can interact into the world with you, not what the world is expecting you to be. So study this body that you have, this beautiful textbook that you have to read. Inhale, reach on forward. Exhale, straighten that right leg, that right bum reaching towards your back heel. Drop your right arm, left arm up. Inhale. If your shoulders feel stuck, left arm can come behind your back instead. And then remember, you want your chest to be high. So don't even worry about going down. As long as your chest feels open, hips feel strong and not so collapsed. Encourage your shoulders to roll back. And then the ribs to pull in this way. Yeah. Last breath. Come on up, nice and slow. Press down into your feet. Inhale, hands onto your waist this time. Right toe points out to the side. Interlace your fingers behind you. Puff up your chest. Inhale. And then keep your legs strong as you bow on forward. Wide legs forward. Now, if it's getting a bit too much for your arm, you could just hold your elbows behind your back. Or maybe just keep your hands on the floor. Up to you. Beautiful. What are you learning here? What are you learning here in your legs? Maybe in your shoulders. Maybe you're learning the stuff that's coming in through your mind, the thoughts that interrupt your study. You got it. Lower your arms down to the floor. Come on up, halfway lift. Walk your hands to the top of the mat. Make your way to downward facing dog. Few breaths there. Slowly fly on back. Cactus your arms again. Right leg kicks back. So feel the left glute switch on. Pull your elbows back. Pull your palms back so your chest feels like it's pushing forward and up. You got it. Neck is long. Imagine the back of your heart slingshotting forward. Nice in for the breath out. Inhale, rise on up, plant your right foot, sweep. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, rise up, bring your knee with you, your left knee this time. You got it. And again, flexed or point. Everyone is always different when it encourages a little bit more of the knee to lift up. We're not just pointing and flexing, we're pointing to see if that encourages a lift. Maybe the point makes you lift a little higher. You got it. And then maybe cactus your arm, pull that core in, but puff up the chest towards your chin. Maybe slightly look up. You got it. Take an inhale. And then exhale, come right up, nice and straight, left leg straight, arms straight in front of you. So as much as you're pushing your palms away, you're plugging that left leg into the left thigh. If your left leg is down here, that's totally fine. If you need to bend your knees, we're giving you that option the other time. Take an inhale. Nice. Exhale, Dekasana airplane. So take your palms back, keep that cactus arm. Imagine your chest is lifting. So lift the chest, you have to find this beautiful extension in the front, but a nice engagement in the lower back to find that nice puffiness in the chest. You got it. It's like the shoulders pulling away from the ears. Nice. Slowly rise. Now plant your left foot, sweep your arms high, and then forward fold, let it all go. Nice. Halfway lift, inhale, and then fold, exhale. Let's do two more, halfway. Let it all go. Last one, yeah. Maybe grab your ankle if you like to fold deeper. Nice, rise on tall, big breath. Right knee back up towards your chest again. That stork pose, encouraging that core engagement to really pull in here. Drop your right arm, dancer's pose. Grab your right ankle or foot. Pause for a moment, right? Like each breath is a chapter to read. And then exhale, move on to the next chapter once you're ready, but with breath. So kick your right foot into your right hand. As much effort as you're pressing your heart, back of your heart to the front of your chest. Easy. Slowly rise, come on up. Bring your right knee back towards your chest, arms high. Without using your hands, bring your right knee out to the side, tree pose. Right foot lands into the inner calf or thigh. Palms together. Balancing poses are the hard chapters. Those ones you really have to pay attention to every single word and the space in between each word. And if you're getting into it, if you're getting into that chapter, maybe express it with opening your arms, maybe up, maybe behind your back and backwards prayer, up to you. I always found that studying your body is so much better than going to school and actually reading textbooks. When you're ready, reach your arms high if it's wherever it is. Bring your right knee in, lower your right foot down, drop your arms, and then encourage your left knee to come up, arms up. Pause, find that stork pose. So stork pose, encouraging that pull, that nice compression in and around that core, right? To turn that on. So when you drop your left arm down to dancer, even though you're opening it up, you're still stable. There's just stability in the center core. When you're ready, go for it. Keep your gaze in one spot. Study those intricate movements. What does it do for your body? What happens when you give it that little bit more effort? Rise on up. Inhale. Left knee to chest again. Arms high. Pull that core in to bring that left knee close towards your chest. Bring it out to the side. And then let it land. Nice. And then express with your arms, palms together. Maybe backwards prayer. Maybe cactus. Maybe pistol fingers. Last breath. Reach your arms high. Inhale. Bring your knees in. Lower your foot forward fold. Exhale. Nice and slow. Halfway lift. Step back to your down dog. Your down dog for 4 breaths. Do what you need. Beautiful. Nice. Ripple forward to your plank. And then to your down dog. Exhale. Nice. Inhale, plank. This time, side plank. So right knee down to modify first. Left leg out to the side, left arm up. So right shoulder should be either right above the wrist or slightly behind it. As you spin open a jar with your right finger. Imagine is that closing? Lefty loosey, righty tighty. So twisting to the right, tight jar. So you feel your right shoulder plug in. Now you're welcome to stay here. You can come into your full side plank. Right leg can come behind the left or in front, or stack your feet over top of each other. You got it. Press your right hand down and away. Your right foot or your feet back and away to lift the left hip a little bit higher. Now you're welcome to stay here. Maybe left leg hovers. You could do this with your left knee on the floor. Nice. Option to stay, or left leg comes behind you to wild thing. Open your chest. Maybe cactus that left arm. You got it. Come on back, nice and slow. Plank, left hand down. Down dog. Or if you need child's pose, child's pose. Beautiful. Come back to your down dog if you're ready to the other side. Ripple forward to your plank. Come back to downward facing dog. Exhale. You got it. Inhale to plank. Side plank, drop your left knee. We'll all start there. Right foot comes out. So if you look down onto your left hand, left knee, right foot, it's all in one line. Now, open to jar. So your fingers spin to the left, encouraging that left shoulder to hug to the upper back a bit more. Now you're welcome to stay, or go ahead and extend your left leg to stack it under the right foot, or vice versa, whatever you'd like. Left shoulder is either above the wrist or slightly behind. And then once you feel stable, press your left hand down and away. Press down into your left foot, so you're arching a little bit more on the right side, really contracting your obliques and your intercostal on the left. You got it. Now you're welcome to stay, or maybe right leg to hover off the left foot or off the floor. You're welcome to stay there, or take your right foot behind you, flip it into wild thing, maybe cactus your right arm, lifting into the chest. Remember, spin the left fingers out. You got it. Take an inhale here. Downward facing dog, exhale. No rush. Take your time. Child's pose if you need. The test is difficult, maybe, for some. But what did you learn from that test? Did you study enough? Did you pay attention enough? Svadhyaya, the self-study. Encouraging to know yourself in a different light every day, every time you wake up. Nice. Come on up onto your hands and your knees. Down dog if you aren't already. Beautiful. Ripple forward to your plank. If you notice you got a little bit more energy in you, slow lower for 10. Pull the belly in 9. Elbows close, 8. Neck is long, 7. Pull the belly in if you've lost it, 6. 5 is halfway. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your right arm out to the side, either cactus arm or straight arm. And any angle that works for your shoulder, right ear to the floor, just open to the left. A nice chest opener here. So your right arm is in line with your shoulders. So, yep, almost. Come back onto your stomach. Take your right arm to reach towards her. Palm down. Yeah, now do it. Take your right ear to the floor. This ear to the floor. Other side. Other side. Yeah, and then twist towards her. Yeah, take your left arm in front of your chest. Take one big breath here. And then go ahead and lower down nice and slow. Opposite arm. So left arm can be straight in line with your shoulder. Imagine like a T shape. Or cactus your left arm, bend it at 90. And then twist open to the right. So left hand towards your daughter. Yeah, this side. This side? No, this side. Yeah. Yeah, no, not under your head. Towards your daughter. Yeah, like you're making a T shape. Yeah. And then twist to the other side. No, other side. Yeah. There you go. Left, right, I know, they're confusing. Right hand nice and close to you. Yeah. Do you feel stretch anywhere in your chest? Nice big breath into your lungs. Empty. Lower and down, nice and slow. You got it. Palms alongside your chest, or maybe a little further down towards your ribs. Palms facing down. Yeah, like a like grasshopper legs. Forehead to the ground, palms on the floor alongside your rib cages. Baby cobra. So without using your hands, just lift your chest up, press down into the tops of your feet. Keep your neck nice and long. Shoulders pull back. Pull the belly in. Nice. And then nice bigger cobra, maybe just a little bit of your hands, but keep your hips on the floor. So you're not trying to do an up dog. You're just encouraging this nice back bend and strengthening the back of your spine. Nice. Maybe stay at this height. If you can't, you might have to lower. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Press your knuckles towards your heels. If that's too much, arms can come alongside your body. Maybe lift your legs up. You got it. Notice if you stop breathing. Check in. Last breath here. And then lower. Drop everything. Palms up, ear to the floor. Let your shoulders drop. Let your legs drop. You could shake your hips side to side. Or you could bend your knees and windshield wipe your feet side to side. And then turn your head the other way. Nice even twist. So forehead back onto the ground. So we're going to come from cobra to high cobra to up dog. Make sure if it's too much for you, just stay in the high cobra. You don't have to go into upward facing dog. Palms in line with your rib cages. So your forearm are like almost vertical to the floor. Roll your shoulder blades back, press down into the feet. Inhale to your cobra. Now, if you feel strong, if you feel your back is okay with this, press your feet down, lift your hips and thighs off the ground. You're going to take a couple breaths here. Encourage your shoulders to pull back, belly to pull in, slingshot the heart open. Take an inhale. And then use your core, downward facing dog, hips nice and high. One big breath. Empty. Nice. Right leg up towards the sky. Inhale. Right knee to nose, tiger curl. Now, if this is too much, you can keep your right toe on the floor. Press your feet and your hands down and encourage more of everything to round. Tuck your chin in, nose maybe to touch your knee. If you lift your right foot, brilliant. Engaging more of the core. You got it. One more breath here. Right leg high, three-legged dog. Right foot down, exhale. Left leg high. Knee to nose, tiger curl, pause. Nice. Shift your shoulders forward as much as that encourages you more to pull your core, right? This isn't all arms, it's also as much as your core. You got it. One more breath. Press down into those fingertips, not just the wrists. Nice. Three-legged dog, inhale. Left foot down, breath out. Inhale, come onto your knees. So tuck your toes, stand up nice and tall. Nice and forgiving, just roll your mat up a few times and then take your knees onto your mat. Toes tucked under. Fingertips behind you. You can point your fingertips up or down. Nice. Before you roll on back to your camel, press down into your feet. Press your knees down and outwards. You got it. Hug your elbows in, puff your chest up towards your chin. And this could be plenty good for you. Think lift, lift, lift. Keep your chin close to your chest. Maybe lean back. Elbows try to reach each other as your back of your heart reaches to the sky. If your neck is uncomfortable, keep your gaze down towards your chest. And inhale, come on back up. Sit down onto your heels. If this is uncomfortable for your knee, cross-legged is perfectly fine. Close your eyes. And go in. Interoceptive information that's coming at you. The sensation of your heartbeat or the pattern of your breath. Feel it, study it, observe, be a student. Go. Come back onto your knees, second round. You can keep your toes tucked or you can point your toes back, whatever is comfortable for you. Whatever encourages you to press downwards, but lift up from your hips and upwards. Hands behind your back. So any way your fingers or your hands are comfortable, you could have it more pointing down. Encourage your tailbone. That's what your fingers are flicking your tailbone down to puff your chest up. Keep puffing your chest. Keep your chin nice and close towards your chest. Nice, and then just keep pressing your hips forward, but your chest up. Maybe you let your head drop if you're comfortable. Maybe your hands grab your wrist. No, your ankles. You got it. Puffy chest. Lift, lift, lift. Think of lift rather than collapse. You got one more breath here. Nice. Tuck your chin in. Look towards your chest. Lift from your chest. Slowly lower down. Palms onto your thighs. Take a moment. And close your eyes. Study what you see. Study what you feel. Come into your svadhyaya. Big breath. And empty. Open your eyes, no rush. Make your way to downward facing dog. Neutral spine. Lengthen out from that extension. Right leg towards the sky. Right knee to right wrist. Pigeon pose. Slide your left leg back. Open up into your chest. You've got that nice opening, that nice strong opening here. And then lower down when you're ready. Nice stretch in your right outer glute. Forehead on the floor, onto stacked fists. And you're down dog for 2 more breaths. Left leg to the sky when you're ready. Left knee, left wrist. Nice. Take a moment, right? Find that space, find that lift. You're trying to find as much space in your hip as you can, even though you're folding into it. And then when you're ready, keep that space as you fold. And then forehead on something. Forehead on the back of your hands, on the floor. If you've got a block, use your block. Okay, so stretch in the outer left glute. side for a moment. And then when you're ready, drop your knees to one side. Any version of a twist you like. Maybe knees stack over top, maybe one leg straight, maybe wrap your legs. Find length on that left side, so encourage that left hip to reach forward and that left shoulder to press on down. One more breath. Take your time, swap on sides, the knees to the left. Any version of a twist you need. But in that twist, lengthen that right side. Breathe on the right side. And then come on back to the center. Happy baby, or hug your knees in towards your chest. And then go ahead and make your way into Shavasana, or feet wide, knees together if you need a bit of space in your lower back. We'll finish off with a few sweet breaths. Sweet breath meaning just equal inhales to exhale. We're going to take it to the count of 6. If that's too much, you feel like you're gripping or you're tensing up, maybe reduce it by 1 into 5 counts or 4. So let's start collectively. Empty everything out. Take an inhale to the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale maybe for 6. If 5 works, stay there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do 3 more rounds of your choice of count. If you need more, do more. But once you're in that state of study mode, that space of quietness, so you can just be a student and observe. In your svadhyaya, do that.
Find the center of your breath and then fill that up with breath in. Open mouth, sigh from that center. Move toes, move fingers. Reach for the ceiling with your hand. Make a gentle fist and just rotate your wrist around in circles. And then reach above your head, interlace your fingers, and then flip your palms out and away. Stretch your legs long. And hug your knees in, give yourself a big squeeze. Maybe rock side to side. Thank yourself, love yourself for creating that self-study. Roll to your side, any side, pause for a breath. And keep your eyes closed, come up to sit, palms together. Bow your brain down towards your thumb. Be grateful for owning the best text that is yours to study, to play with, to enjoy, to grow with your body. Give it gratitude for a breath here. The light in me honors and acknowledges the light in you. Shine our light into the world. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your day. Let me know if you have any questions. If you're staying for the next class, the bolsters are just at the back there. Thank you for those that are joining us online.